Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today is a tutorial on how to add custom wolves, because inside of Snapshot 24W10A, they added custom wolf variants for different biomes, and it's actually pretty easy to add custom wolf versions. This is a blue wolf. The texture is thrown together very quickly, just so I had an example. Now this requires two different things. It requires a resource pack and also a data pack. The data pack is to add the variant of the wolf, and the resource pack is to add the textures. If I quickly just show you what it's like without the resource pack, let's remove that and then enable it. Without the resource pack, you just see this. It's just a wolf with the missing texture. So you need the resource pack as well for this to work, really. Otherwise, you'll just have a load of wolves with missing textures. Just quickly to clarify, this works with taming them. If I tame this one, you can see the texture does update with a tamed. And if it was also angry, I can make it angry by throwing down a sheep real quick. If I throw down a sheep, let's stand you up, throw down a sheep. You'll see that one goes angry. Yep, there we go. And the texture does also update. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make a new folder within somewhere on your PC. It don't matter where this is. And that will be whatever you want the data pack to be called, as we'll be covering the data pack version first. Once you've made that new folder, you want to create a new folder in that called data. You also want to create a new MC meta file, and this will have this written in. I will possibly have this as a download, so you can download this maybe on Planet Minecraft or something, and then you can just alter this, so you don't have to do this all yourself. But if you do want to do it from scratch, then you just need this. This has to have the pack version, which currently is version 34. That will change as snapshots go. And then we have it so it's min and max. Once we have like a future snapshot, if this goes to 35, we can then make that 35. And then you have the description, which just says that it adds a blue wolf variant. That description can be whatever you want it to be. But I will have this data pack linked in the description, so if you do want to download it, unzip it, and then just alter the files, you can definitely do that. And then finally, you want a image, which is the logo for the pack, but you don't need that. The pack will still work without that. So then inside of the data folder, you want to name this new folder whatever you want your data pack to be called. So in this case, the data pack is called Blue Wolf. You maybe want to call it More Wolves or something like that, but you want this to be named whatever your data pack is called. Then inside of this folder, you want the exact spelling like this. It needs to be the exact same, no capitals, and you want it wolf_variant. And then inside of this folder, you want your wolf variants. So in this case, we only have the blue, but we're going to create a new one. So I want to duplicate this. If I copy it and then I can paste it, let's name this, what should we name it? Let's maybe name it brown, and we'll add a brown wolf. So then we want to open up this folder, and you'll see this is what you get. You get the angry texture, you get the biome, you get the tame texture, and you get the texture. The angry texture, the tame texture, and the textures is specified in the resource pack that we add later, but you do want to specify these. So we have it as the file name. So this file name right here is whatever you called the data. So in this case, it's Blue Wolf. If you was to call it More Wolves, you'd write More Wolves. And then you want to do textures /entity/wolf and then / the name of the angry texture. And this is the same for all of them. You then want to do the name of the tame texture and then the name of the default texture. And then the biome is the biome the variant will appear in. Now, I don't believe this makes it naturally spawn within the biome. If we jump back to Minecraft, we have a few right here. But if I explore around this mushroom fields, it doesn't seem like they spawn naturally. This is just for spawn eggs. For them to spawn naturally, you probably need to alter the data pack and alter the biome. For the biomes, we are going to put Cherry Grove. So anytime a wolf is spawned within a Cherry Grove biome, it will appear as this brown version. Now, one thing you can do if you want a tag list, you can do, for example, hashtag. And then if we head back to Minecraft, any of these biomes supported. If it's one of these tags, you need to make sure the hashtag is there, otherwise it will fail. So for example, you can do hashtag Minecraft is end, and in any end biome will spawn that wolf. Then if we head down a little bit more, you can then just specify a singular biome without the hashtag. But we just want a Cherry Grove. We don't want a tag biome, so we're not going to have the hashtag, and Cherry Grove is what it's called. This name here needs to be the exact same name as the code name for the game. So you need to make sure you spell this correct. You can get the correct spelling for it by going into game and doing the locate biome command, and it's the name that appears here. So for example, if I show you the Cherry Grove biome, if we see Cherry Grove, so that is the exact name I need to put. And that is pretty much the data pack done. You then just need to save this. We need to make sure we alter this. So let's just change this to brown. Let's change the blue to brown. And there we go. They are now all changed to the brown version. So when we add the resource pack, this will now get a brown wolf texture if there is one. Now the texture file for the resource pack, you need to once again create a new texture, which we've called this blue wolf, and then this is the textures. You once again want to add a pack folder. This pack folder once again is pretty much the same. I will once again have this downloadable in the description. So if you want to download this and just alter it rather than having to create it all yourself, then you can definitely do that. The image once again is just the image. So if you make it public or anything and you want a logo, then you can add a pack, but it should work without that. And then you want a assets folder. Once again, it's spelled exactly like this, no caps. So inside of the assets folder for the textures, this file right here needs to be the exact same name as what you put right here. So if these are different, then it won't work. So if you have entered here, like more wolves, this needs to be the exact same, as this is basically telling the game to pull the texture from this file. So once you have got these to be the exact same name inside of here, you then want a textures file, once again spelled exactly like that, and then you want a entity file, and then you want a wolf file. And then here are the textures. So you would just want to copy and paste your textures into this folder, and then it should work. So I have now just made the brown wolf textures, and I have put them inside of the wolf folder. Once again, these texture names need to be the exact same that you put right here. You don't need to do the .png, that's just so the game knows that it's a PNG it's looking for. So you can see I've got wolf brown, which pulls from this texture. I've got wolf brown angry, which pulls from this top texture. And I have wolf brown tame, which pulls from the tame texture. So now what we want to do is we want to create a new world. You can also add it to an existing world just by going to your datapacks folder, but I'm going to do it in a new world. We want to go to more data packs and then let's drag it over. So there's a few ways you can do this. You can open up the data packs folder and do it that way. So we want to make sure we drag the data pack over and not the resource pack, because this is only for the data packs. So let's click that and drag that over. And there we go, that is the data pack. We also want to make sure it is selected just by clicking that button. So now we have the data pack enabled, we need to enable the resource pack, which we can do by going to options, resource packs, and then once again dragging it over to here. So if I drag the texture pack over, once again making sure it's the texture pack, drag that over and click yes. There we go, the texture pack is now enabled once again. Let's now load it up and that should be everything working. So let's grab a wolf spawn egg. Let's just make sure nothing's broken with the default version. The wood one works, so it doesn't look like it. And then we're going to locate a Cherry Grove biome, as that is the mob that I have added. I've added a brown version that will spawn within this biome. So let's head to the surface so we can see the sunlight. And let's test it. Yes, there we go. The brown one has worked. And the texture just is very rough. I threw it together in a few seconds, just an example. But this is how you add custom wolf variants. It's pretty easy, and it doesn't require anything apart from a data pack and texture pack. I'm also pretty sure this is the same for banner patterns now. You can actually add your own banner patterns through data packs and resource packs as well. But instead of inside of the wolf folder, you want to create the banner pattern folder. And just to show you, they do also work with armor. So for anyone wondering if you do want to create your own banner patterns, it's pretty much the same thing. Inside of this folder, we have the data pack. If we go to data, blue wolf, instead of adding wolf variant, we would want to change that to banner underscore pattern. And then inside of that banner underscore pattern, you would want to create your banner. So if we open up one of these, let's open up the square top right, because this one doesn't require a banner pattern, and you can see it's literally just two files: the asset ID, which is the name of it, and then the translation key, which will require you to create a lang folder. Banner patterns are a bit more in depth because you need to add a lang folder. You do also need to alter some tags. So if I quickly just go to tags, there is a banner pattern tags and then no item required. So if you want it not to require a banner pattern, it will need to be added to this tag. Now I just realised I recorded this whole video with a green screen enabled on the recording, so I'm hoping that didn't mess up too much, especially with all this grass. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, do leave a like and subscribe. If you do need any help, then let me know in the comments. And once again, I will have both the texture pack and the data pack on Planet Minecraft, so if you want to install them to alter them yourself without having to create all the files and all that yourself, then you can do so. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!